BNB, we start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if we refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was within this move, I was keep highlighting we're looking for this flat. We need to get one more drop before we look for buy. That's why I want to mention if we want to look for buy, we have to get one more drop, and this is exactly what we get. But the continuation was because of the news, and it dropped more than what we were expected. Now I want to see how we can look for trade. And if we move to daily chart, as we can see based on daily chart, the price broke the previous low. And right now, for sure, if we get a reversal for buy, we will be more happy to look for. But what we can expect this to get the price consolidate here for a longer time before we get the reversal. Now, how we can look for trade? The best thing is we move to lower time frame, and if we move to forward chart, right, as I mentioned, we can expect the price consolidate here for longer time. But the possibility of the price to retest the previous low right now, we can say is very less. If we're looking for reversal, that means we can expect the price consolidate here before we get the reversal. And now we want to see whether we can expect this one turn to a deeper correction relative to this. And if we move to 1 hour chart, we want to see how we can look for trade based on 1 hour chart. All right, based on 1 hour chart, what we can see here, we can put this on as a flat. And when we have a flat in relative to this, we can expect this one to give us one more drop. As what I explained, the possibility of this one give us one more drop is very less. Why? Because if we put our line here, we can see almost the price tag the previous low. It will move, all right? Almost the price broke the previous low. And if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. That's why. Maybe we can consider this one as the start of this is not the flat. Maybe this is the start of the up move. And this one turned to a deeper correction in relative to this for one move up. And this one give us as a 1, 2, 3 for one more drop before we get the reversal. Okay, now the question is whether this is a flat for one more drop or this is the start of the up move. And we can expect this one turn to a first wave, get the bigger correction before we get the reversal. Okay, now we don't need to make it that complex. The only things I see, we can expect this one to give us one move up with the breakout of this top. We get one more drop, and the next drop, the possibility of the price to retest the previous low is very less. Then any reversal from there, we can look for buy. At least we need to get this one if we want to look for buy for long term. Okay, then how we can look for trade? If we want to look for buy, whatever right now we have, even if the price continue from here, it doesn't give us really good trade setup. The best thing is if this one turns to a deeper correction, at least with the internal flat, any reversal from there, we take the trade. And with the breakout of this stuff, we have to start to manage. Then from there, we see whether there is a continuation or we can expect, as I mentioned, for one more drop. Okay, that means any trade, for if you want to look for buy, let this one drop somewhat, at least drop to 360 or lower. Then from there, any buy, we take it, and with the breakout of this stuff, we start to manage. And if the price continue from here, we are not going to look for buy. Then after that, we wait for the breakout of the stop. If there is a continuation, we see any trade setup, from there we can consider whether we should look for buy or not. But if the price continue from here, after the breakout of the top, any sell from there, we will be more interested. Anyway, right now we don't have any trade setup, and even if the price continue from here, we don't have a really good trade setup to look for buy, because the only way is to have entry above this, which I don't suggest it. In this case, we just wait. We want to see whether this one can turn to a more complex correction before we look for trade. And again, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.